So what you're saying is they've stopped playing for him because he's so demanding that he's kind of out of touch and a bit of a control freak. They've downed tools and they're not sure about him as a person. So the solution is to bring Jose Mourinho in. Incredible scenes.
This is for the ones who care.
What's going on, people? Welcome to another video. My name is hughwizzy and you're watching 90 More. Back again with breaking news for that ass. Hope you're all doing well. Fraud gang in the building, and especially Fraudification Squad. Love to your mothers. Hope you're all well. Got a lot to get through today. So, without further ado, let's get down to business. Make sure you are subscribed if you're new, and drop the video a damn like if you breathe oxygen. God damn, that coffee's good. Jose Mourinho has officially been announced as the new Tottenham Hotspur manager. In fact, it was just hours ago that I was contemplating making a video describing the scenes of glorious emotion as Tottenham actually made the cutthroat, big club-esque decision to sack their greatest manager, or at least the best manager that they've had in my lifetime. Anyway, 5 years he's been at the club, Mauricio Pochettino. No trophies, 0, 0, nil, zilchio. Zilch, nothing to show for his efforts, except that he did get them to the Champions League 4 seasons in a row, I believe. He spent about 350, 380 million in those 5 years. Well, I think net spend of about 105 million in that time. It's actually incredible, and he deserves a lot of credit for what he's done at Tottenham. He has built them from a banter side into European Champions League finalists who were within touching distance of creating history. It does seem a bit of a strange time to do this, but then they have bitten the bullet, and they obviously had a man in mind, because I was sat there thinking, why are they going to pay the outrageous amounts of compensation that Mauricio and his team would need to move on? More than 15 to 20 million pounds is being reported by various. It's a lot of money to get rid of him, and lo and behold, the reasoning behind it was that they had their man already, Jose Mourinho, in talks and has now signed on the dotted line. It has officially been announced. We're going to be going through it because it does look like the players themselves didn't actually know until last night. I think this has been in Pochettino's mind for quite some time, though. I'm actually almost convinced that he has doctored this. The disappointment of losing in the Champions League final, the lack of control over the direction of the club, the lack of funds really available simply because of the incredible amount of debt that Tottenham have put themselves in moving to that new stadium, all combined with the fact that some players just weren't up for it. Some players down tools. Some players do not seem to be at the level that we know they're capable of. He's the first Tottenham manager to win at Chelsea for 27, 28 years. Obviously, they had that great last game at White Hart Lane, beating Manchester United 2-1. He was the first manager to beat Pep Guardiola in the Premier League. Obviously, they've had the Champions League semi-final comeback. Incredible scenes of glorious emotion as they fought from the brink against Ajax to get themselves into a Champions League final, which obviously after 30 seconds is pretty much dead and buried. But to get there in itself was an incredible high. However, there've also been the lows, and we just have to touch on those. The capitulation when they really should have won the league against Leicester, the Lion King memes, the fact that they went basically 18 months and 2 transfer windows without signing any players, and it left the squad lacking depth and options. And also, of course, let's not forget that 7-2 battering at the hands of Bayern Munich in the Champions League, or losing to Colchester United in the Cup. It's not been a great time, and players have clearly down tools. Some of their biggest names. Has he taken the flak for that? He will certainly have clubs falling over themselves. Mauricio Pochettino, I believe he's a top class manager, even though, truth be told, the last year it has not been great. And they are currently sitting on 14 points after 12 games in the Premier League. Not a great look. Relegation battle is not that far away. However, with a couple of wins, they could certainly be back in amongst the conversation for at least 5th, 6th, maybe even 4th if they go on a little run. And Mourinho is known for this short-term quick fix effect. He will bring more stability defensively. He probably will bring a trophy. Let's be honest. He usually does. However, there is some debate as to the integrity of the man taking on a role that he promised he would never. There is also question marks about whether he's still got it. I think the once charismatic man that we once knew, that persona who was so... I mean, he pressed buttons whichever way. You either loved him or loathed him, didn't you? But he was certainly entertaining. Is he the same man? Is he capable of bringing home trophies? Will Daniel Levy actually back this guy in the way that he requires? And is it actually a good fit? Because Spurs do need some kind of overhaul. Could he be the right person to be at the helm of that? Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new and drop the video a damn like if you breathe oxygen. Are you happy that he's not gone to Arsenal? Do you think that Unai Emery is a better manager than Jose Mourinho? It's a question you've got to ask yourself, but then again, is it about the morals? Morals FC. I'm in two minds about this, but it seems a perfect fit. A manager who really does loathe Arsenal and has shown over the years disdain for the club and its staff. Being coupled with Tottenham, the arch enemy, the North London rivals, it seems like a good fit. I'm not convinced, though, that he still has what he once had, that magic touch. Is he inspiring enough? Do people have his number now? Will players be slightly wary of this guy who they know could potentially hang them out to dry? What about the young players? I mean, is it a myth that he doesn't push young talent? He certainly would have you believe as much. Who will come back into the side? Who will be more important? You've got to think that he is actually ruthless enough and man enough, egotistical enough to drop someone like Harry Kane when it's not working, which wasn't really the case under Pochettino unless he was injured. Heung-min Son could fit perfectly. He does like to play on the counter. Both of them could connect very well. We may well have something decent looking here. The potential for Tottenham to actually change history, because it's got a little competition / giveaway for you guys. If you want to win yourself the Arsenal away kit, I'm delighted to say that I've teamed up with Amazon Prime Video Sport to give you guys the opportunity to win one of those. All you have to do to enter the competition is head on down into the description where you'll find a link to Amazon Prime Video Sport on Instagram. Just give those guys a little follow and you will be entered into the competition to win yourself an Arsenal away shirt. Happy to have teamed up with Amazon Prime Video Sport, who are going to be showing a lot of the Premier League games over December and Christmas as we move into a new digital age where football is available on all sorts of platforms. Amazon Prime Video Sport, all you've got to do is give them a follow, link in the description, and you can win yourself the Arsenal away shirt in all its glory. Beautiful scenes of glorious emotion. 11 years. Bloody hell. I'm sorry. Hang on a second, right? Do you know this? Excuse me. Sorry. Do you know the excrement that they gave my manager for not winning a trophy? 11 years. 264 days. It's nearly 12. 12 years. 12 years. 12 years a slave. Wow. 12 years a fraud. 12 years a bottle. That's incredible. And they came so close. They came so close to changing that with the one that got away from Wenger last year. It's the holy grail of the Champions League, is it not? Is it? The Premier League is something that Spurs have never won either. Is Mourinho the man to change that? I am almost convinced that he's not the man, but at the same time, that he will win them a trophy. He has so much experience of getting over the line that even if it's a League Cup, they will get something. 24th of February 2008, Tottenham won their only silverware of the new millennia by beating Chelsea 2-1 in the League Cup final. The number one in the UK charts at the time was Mercy by Duffy. Club statement. Jose Mourinho appointed new head coach. I mean, he is an incredibly destructive man. Do people realise this? Have people not seen the chaos that he has left in his wake at every club he has ever been to? We are delighted to announce the appointment of Jose Mourinho as head coach on a contract that runs until the end of the 22-23 season. Jose is one of the world's most accomplished managers, having won 25 senior trophies. That is incredible. He is renowned for his tactical prowess and has managed Porto, Inter Milan, Chelsea, Real Madrid and Manchester United. Wow, what an incredible CV. I mean, adding Tottenham to that, I'm not being the rival. I'm not, but it's not really the same. Porto, yeah, biggest club in Portugal. I mean, maybe Benfica, but Porto, basically, you know, like when I was growing up, they were Inter Milan. You know, this is R9, the era, legends of the game. Chelsea Football Club. He was Chelsea at their peak. Real Madrid, because Manchester United, Tottenham. It's, I mean, is he going to make Tottenham into one of those teams? Maybe the potential is actually there. They're certainly not there just yet. They are the weakest of all those links. And Jose Mourinho said, "I am excited to be joining a club with such a great heritage." He's so full of it. I'm so excited to be joining a club with such a great heritage and such passionate supporters. The quality in both the squad and the academy excites me. Working with these players is what has attracted me. And he has got a strong squad, let's be honest. Christian Eriksen may well provide some of the kitty if he is to leave, as was expected. Harry Kane is worth a lot. You know, a lot of people talk about him as being one of the best strikers in world football. So Dele Alli and Heung-min Son and Toby Alderweireld, he's got some fantastic players. He's got a World Cup winning captain in goal. The potential is there with a fantastic new stadium for him to feel like the world is back on him. And that's what he wants. He wants the spotlight back on him. It's the Mourinho show. Yeah? You gotta love it. Jose Mourinho back in the Premier League. I cannot wait for the chaos, the drama. Oh, it's going to be emotional. It is going to be fantastic. You love him, you hate him. He's going to make headlines. There are going to be brilliant moments of drama as he makes himself the centre of attention and takes the focus off his players, as he loves to do so consistently. It's a massive kick in the teeth for Chelsea fans, because he said that he would never do this. There's just one club that you couldn't go to, bro. One club. You were their greatest manager ever. I don't know if you can be that anymore. It's like Wenger going to United. I don't know, bro. You have to admire his tenacity. He doesn't give up. He went away quietly. Comes back. People have bought into it yet again. It is a very bad evening for Chelsea.
Good evening.
Please do let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe if you're new and drop the video a damn like if you breathe oxygen. We will be back with plenty more videos in the coming hours and days. For now though, my name's hughwizzy and this has been a lot of fun. Peace.